Every stupid fucking decision that I have ever made has been out of desperation. Uh, uh, anyway, I need to have working backwards. Here's what I want. I want a gathering of an intimate gathering. For a lovely evening, casually, to include Jane Cotillion. That'll be difficult.
They have a show coming up again.
Yeah, they're not in rehearsal all the time. Don't worry.
I know. They're going to be in South Pasadena.
Yes.
Next week, I think.
Brenda V.
Brenda Vardo. Oh God, I love her. I don't think she's ever been here.
Lyndon, who will not be available, but remember, this is my fantasy.
Later she will be.
This is my fantasy. Shut up.
I know.
Sorry.
I know. I'm sorry.
I know, it's your programming. And I kind of want to talk through the Fringe experience.
I'm so excited about that.
It seems inevitable.
Yeah.
To me, that's why it's not like, oh, I get to do a show, but if I'm charting back the calendar of where we are and blah blah blah, it just seems inevitable to me.
Yeah.
And so the idea is, okay, so it's inevitable. All right, let's pretend it is.
Yeah.
If it is inevitable, what does that? I don't know. What does that really mean? What really is possible? What have they done? What has been their experience? What have they seen? Blah blah blah. I will do lots and lots of shit on this. This will be what I do now.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show up at the other places, but this will be what I do. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Which is great. This will be this semester. We had a nice winter. I didn't finish my winter project, but so it's this. So I do this now.
You've got a big body of material.
I could do something tomorrow if they asked me.
Yes.
Which is this is why it all seems so inevitable, because I really didn't know about the Fringe Festival. Really, I had no idea. Which is exciting because it's new and
you didn't show up at our groups until about July, I think, wasn't it? Oh, April. You were in there in April. That's right.
Maybe the very tail end of April. Certainly May.
Yes.
But probably the tail end of April. I'll trace it back. Is what I'll do. I think I started doing my own material there right away, because I usually do. I remember the consideration of what I was going to sing there, if I was going to sing there, was not part of the plan. There was nothing creative happening, really, about any sort of plan. Although when I would have creative thoughts, part of what I was right. I did the thing at the anyway. I really thought it was going to be more about beginning a stand-up comedy career somehow. I really thought if I was going to do anything creative, the best way, if I wanted to do anything creatively, if I wanted to be a writer, or if I wanted to be a singer, or if I wanted to be an actor, or if I wanted to be a whatever, I thought my strongest way to do any of that, if that was something I wanted to do, would be stand-up. I think for reasons I've already told you.
Yeah. And I remember you talking about that a lot. I'd still like to see you do that.
Yeah, well, I kind of have to now.
Yeah.
Logistically, just pragmatically, it was the easiest. It would not because there's not work, but it was the easiest way to handle details. There is only one thing involved in stand-up, and that is a microphone. And sometimes not even that. All you have to do, really, because I started to do this at one point, and I enjoyed doing it a lot, but I didn't get very far because I stopped doing it because I was doing the other thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't because I didn't enjoy it or wasn't good at it or wasn't being very, very encouraged to do more. It's just that I really thought I was doing this other thing.
Yeah.
And here we are again. And so I thought, I didn't like my voice at all. I don't like how I sound at the time. I like it better now. But I thought that was kind of I was very angry about it. But anyway, I had decided it was going to probably be stand up if I did anything at all, and who knows and who cares and blah blah blah. But when I got it was like 2 years ago. I know my neck was broken. It was. There's my third disc. There's a vein that runs through it, and if it doesn't, blah blah blah. So I had this neck brace, and I was in the hospital for however long, and then they could not release me directly to the street because they had been sued for millions of dollars. So they were afraid of that. So they get out of it by getting a fly-by-night crappy hotel. They repaint it and they call it convalescent housing. And the government will pay for up to 3 weeks of your being there. And then after that, they can legally release you back to being the street, even though you're wearing a neck brace with a broken disc that could kill you. Yeah, that was crazy. And then, so I got out of the hospital and I get to the convalescent place, and this guy's he wasn't a crackhead, he was a meth head. And I walked in and the entire room was flooded. So, so I put whatever. So I just rode the bus all night. But the next day, this is the important part. By the next day, I had my EBT card replaced, and I had gotten to the Gay and Lesbian Center to use the computer lab to get my photo ID that I keep on my drive because I would need it. And once I had those two things in front of where you get food stamps, there's usually someone there with an Obama phone. Which there was. It took me 3 tries because I've had so many Obama phones that I was running out of companies, but one there I hadn't used yet, which gave me a phone, because then I had to run back to the Gay and Lesbian Center because it was the first day that they were putting together the fucking show. Which I have been reading about as a homeless guy because they had it on the billboard. And I don't know why, I was just determined as fuck. So I get the phone because I have to have the fucking phone. I had to have the phone that day because I got to get back to the convalescent home. I haven't even slept since I've been out of the hospital, but I had to go to this fucking cabaret thing they were doing. So I get back to the Gay and Lesbian Center, and I get back into the computer lab, and and I can't really think straight. And I know I have copies of my shit somewhere. And then I went. It's like, well, what was I saying? And blah blah blah. And what would they like? And well, they're old. And so I'll do my old song. You know, my "Live Life Every Day" song.
That's a great one.
Yeah, no, I love it. You'll hear it again many times.
I've got a video of you singing that on YouTube.
Yeah, no, well, good. We're gonna need all that. So I found it, and I had just enough time to get it printed out before I walked in to the rehearsal.
With your neck brace.
With my neck brace, and you know, I had been on the streets for like 2 years. It was just like 2, like 2 years by then. Did I have to? I don't think I had teeth. I'm not sure. I've been through so many of them. I don't think I did. Yeah, I know I got it taken care of that week though somehow. Anyway, so I walked in and I sang in my fucking neck brace, and they all just looked panicked by me, and I have no idea what I sounded like, and I had to do it a cappella because the pianist was blind.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Literally.
Oh boy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's a whole story there. But I was in the show.
Good.
Yes. But I was in the show, and I did that show homeless.
Mm-hmm.
But I did get a job. My first week out of the hospital, I got a job as a dishwasher at City Walk.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and so there was this whole thing about I couldn't move my neck. And they couldn't, and they had to hire me. They had to. They had to hire me. So I had to hide. So I went there for the interview, and I had to hide the neck brace in my backpack. So I would take it off in the bathroom in City Walk, and then I went to the interview, and then like my neck, and then I had to work 40 hours a week as a dishwasher, never moving my neck.
Ouch. Oh, God.
And I was always worried, I'm gonna crack my neck. I'm gonna crack my neck while I'm washing dishes, and I'm gonna die here. And like every night I would like put the neck brace back on and then go to rehearsal. It was, yes.
Oh, man.
Yes.
I can't wait to see the movie.
It was crazy. Eric saw me walk in the neck brace. Not like he ever once fucking offered anything, not even come over for dinner, Eric Toro. Fuck him. He's only special to me because I have decided that randomly he's the one nice person in that group. But they're all fucks. If there's anything I can ever do to help you, Mark Solitaire, whatever the fuck his name was. No, not Solitaire. Mark's Solitaire? So he really... Someone could have fucking told me about the lyric.
Yeah.
Or something. I have a video of me. I keep meaning to show it to you. Anyway,